Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new Minecraft Snapshot featuring a brand new title screen panorama featuring all the latest things in Minecraft 1.21, including a Nautilus jockey that you can see there, a Nautilus that is not a Nautilus in the background. And as the panorama turns, we see ourselves a new Zorse jockey featuring a zombie with a spear, new to this version of 1.21. And of course, as you would expect, we have the Zamel jockey or the Cusk jockey, however you prefer to call it, featuring the new parched incredible stuff. Let's get into the other features. Starting off with, for too long, Nautilus armor has been able to be upgraded to Netherite tier, leaving horse armor, the OG, in the dust. But no more. Now, horse armor can finally be upgraded to Netherite, the same way that you would upgrade any other diamond thing to Netherite. And it looks pretty cool, actually. It's very Halloween-y, which, I mean, dude, you're late to the party. What the heck? Halloween's already passed, or you're really early. Depends on your perspective. He does look pretty cool. It's kind of a sick look, actually. Let's ride around, although when we ride around, we don't really see the cool orange saddle contrast. However, us hopping on the horse here is a good segue into the next thing, which is kind of a weird update on the changelog. I can't really figure out exactly what it means. It says that now, with the spears, it's less forgiving if you miss, which makes it sound like if I miss, I'm gonna go flying off the horse and like take damage or something like that, which is, as you can see, obviously not the case. So it's like really weirdly phrased. And even our very own Mr. Norton, who knows everything about modding and coding and all that stuff, went into the newly deobfuscated jar, because that's a new thing that Microsoft and Mojang are doing, is just it's deobfuscated. Now, we'll see how that plays out in the modding world and how long it takes to get accustomed to that for new modding updates. However, he's like, I can't figure out what they did. So I'm sure they did something, but it's not communicated in the clearest way. The way I interpret it, I swear I'm intentionally missing, as you're going to say, oh, he's just coping right now. But no, I'm intentionally missing because only thing I can kind of see maybe is, did they make it so it's harder to land a hit? And they just phrased the change weirdly or something like that. I feel like these would have hit previously, but now it's like you just have to line up directly with your crosshair onto whatever you're trying to attack. And I don't know if that's a change, or it kind of just looks like I'm trampling. It's not the spear. I'm just running over the guy there. Okay, sorry about that, man, but it's all for demonstration purposes. Yeah, because, you know, you kind of think with the whole jousting mechanic that you'd want to aim slightly to the side of what you're trying to hit, but that doesn't land any hits. So I'm like, would that have landed previously? Instead, you just want to run them over, or something like that. So anyway, I don't know. We don't know exactly what the change is, but it says less forgiving when you miss. So be careful. Otherwise, you might fly off your horse and take damage. Speaking of spears, though, God, we have like segues and transitions from thing to thing here. There is a new advancement. Wouldn't be a new version of 1.21 without a new advancement. So why don't we go over here and let's equip an elytra. And I'm sorry, Bobs, but I'm gonna need to have you take some damage for demonstration purposes. Let's see if I haven't tried this before. So this is gonna be a live attempt with a little help from creative mode at trying to do mob kebab. Sorry, Bob Mob Kebab. So Mob Kebab is hit 5 mobs in the same charge attack using the spear. I suppose this could also potentially be done, you know, kind of the same way that you would do Arbalistic, where you would do a potion of poison, bring everything down to half a heart, and then you could just even, you know, run through them without even having a mount. But the cooler way is when everyone is at full health and you charge through them with an elytra and lots of momentum. But it's a purple advancement, so it's a fancy one, and I'm glad they added something with the spear and eliminating many many mobs at once. And we first tried it. I would have just fireworked if it was survival. I still would have hit it first try, okay? It'd be crazy for you to say otherwise. Okay, finally, it's just kind of minor changes this week. We have a brand new variation of the Nautilus. It spawns inside of War Motions, and he's got coral on him. So, kind of a cool little variant there. He's very colorful, and maybe not so happy about all of the coral that's growing on his shell. But still looks pretty cool. And you can see now when I the direct contrast between the gravel and the coral. Well, the warm ocean and the not so warm every other type of ocean where the non-coral Nautilus spawn. So those are like the main forward-facing changes for this snapshot. Kind of minor. There is a whole bunch of like really fancy back-end stuff, and someone much smarter than me will probably go and make a video discussing that stuff at length. Like you can do you can make it so that things happen depending on the time of day, and checking for spawns inside biomes and structures. And anyway, I don't know, it kind of goes beyond me. But if you're interested in that, check out the changelog. And that's it for now. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Oh, also, there was one more thing, but I'm not going to actually show it to you because it would be too sad. But the Zamel, or the Cusk, it now drops rotten flesh if slain. But you wouldn't do that, right?